I'll keep it 150.
Yeah, that question slapped, man. What else we got?
Yeah,
Bet. The next question comes from Steven. Steven says, if you could have one superpower, what would it be and how would you use it?
X-ray vision. I can't tell you how I would use it. I'm just joking. I wouldn't have X-ray vision. What would I have?
I'd have teleportation.
Teleportation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Go anywhere really fast.
I
Jumper
would
status.
Take Amazon out of the logistics game so fast.
Yeah.
Do deliveries all
Yeah.
day.
Yep. Well, I do
Well,
it like 2 days a week.
Let me ask you
2 days a
this.
week, and that's it.
If you could jump anywhere, teleport, would you jump to the moon?
No.
No interest?
Why the moon?
Well,
I don't know, because you could go
you
there.
can go anywhere.
I mean,
In the-
I could, but
Just
like,
to check it out.
I'd rather go to like Area 51 or
Okay.
Fort Knox.
So it's,
Yeah.
it's like number 50 on your list.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Just to look up and be like, boop, and you pop yourself
Yeah.
on the moon.
That may be pretty sweet. I'd go.
My question though is like, do you need some special suit?
No, you can just go up there and stand. Yes, you need a special suit to go to the moon. That's a silly question, Meek.
I mean, like maybe you turn it into a challenge, like a feat of strength, like who could go to the moon?
How long could I hold my breath on the moon?
Exactly. Yeah.
Just freeze to death while you're up there.
Yeah. I wonder how cold is it on the moon?
It's pretty cold.
Hey Siri, how cold is it on the moon?
I mean, there's
No.
virtually no atmosphere.
All right. What's yours, Spence?
Superpower. Oh man, I'd probably have the ability to slow down time. That's where my gut went. Like if you can slow down time, so you can experience more in life, I think that'd be pretty special superpower.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
time with family, more presence, like more time to get shit done, more time to travel, more time to spend with loved ones.
So just freezing time.
We need to slow it down.
Do
like
you
a period of
age
life.
in
Like
that
I think you
time?
would still age, but it would slow down the aging, right?
Oh,
so if there's
okay.
a part of your life you really wanted to embrace more, you can just like almost hit the pause button, but still experience it, but the time doesn't go by so fast.
Okay.
In case anybody's
know.
wondering, during the day, it gets upwards of 250 degrees Fahrenheit on the moon. And at night,
It's like Phoenix.
it gets down to about 200 degrees, negative 200 degrees.
Wow.
So, yeah, you
Little bit of a
definitely
swing.
would need a little bit of a suit to survive up there for sure.
Yeah.
It gets that hot on the moon and that cold just
Yeah.
from
I
sun
figured the
rays?
cold. I did not figure the heat. 200 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, lunar equator reaches a boiling 250 degrees, while nighttime temperatures get a chilly negative 208. Because to your point, there's no atmosphere. So,
So the
It's
sun's
just-
rays.
You better time
pummel
that shit
it.
perfectly if you're
Yeah.
gonna teleport.
Well, I
to
got to
the moon.
go like right on the edge. I
Yeah.
bet there's like a happy spot that's like I'll get like 90 degrees, maybe
well, look,
7.
you got to transition from negative 200
it swings.
to positive 200. So there's definitely a moment in time in there where you're getting at a
70
nice
degrees.
60,
Yeah,
70
there,
degrees.
there's a spot there that is
Yeah.
just right, and that's the part of the moon that everyone's going to colonize.
Yeah,
You got
exactly.
San Diego up to like Nevada or something, and everything in between.
Superpower. You know, it's easy to want to say like flying, teleportation, speed, X-ray vision. I mean, I think these are all really good ideas. I don't know why, but I feel like having something to do with like living a very, very long time. And this is controversial because, you know, if you could live 1,000 years, like how much could you see? How much could you learn? How much could you create, experience? But like everybody that you know
Seeing all your loved
is
ones
going to die
Yeah.
like 10 times over.
Yeah.
So like that makes it a little bit tough because you're like, okay, your first 100 years, like everybody knows going to die. Then you go into your second 100 years, everybody knows going to die. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I bet the first 200 years would be rough, and then after that,
used
you
to it,
just
like, all right.
you stop caring. Like
See
you
you
enter
later.
your 30s of your thousands.
right.
You're like, I don't care. I'm in the prime of my life at 300 years old, and then 400. You're like, I want to start settling down. Think about your career at 500.
Imagine like what you could experience and create though. Like, man, I'm going to go with that one just for the fuck of it.
Just for the fuck of it. All
yeah,
right.
just because. Because
All right.
everybody else wants to do
So wait,
like the
like
crazy
immortality,
stuff.
or just like regeneration, or because it is your power like immortality? Is that the power?
For 1,000 years. I think everybody has to die at some point.
So really long lifespan,
Yeah.
really
Long lifespan.
resilient.
yeah, but
More
I
time
want
to experience
I want to
shit.
be like my physical capacity today
Yeah.
for 1,000 years.
Sustained.
Yeah, so like 35, 37-year-old body, strength.
Maybe a few less gray
Vitality.
hairs, right?
You know what, man? Like I'm good with it.
Okay.
All right, I'm embracing
He's
it.
good with
He's
it
embracing
now.
it. All right.
Yeah. Good for you.
For those of you who don't know the story, you haven't been listening to the past episodes. Not that long ago, I was on a first date, and this girl turns to me and says, "I really like your salt and pepper." I was like, "Wait, what?
Salt and pepper.
I never heard that shit before." And I realized I'm getting a little gray, running the company, dealing with everything. You know, I guess
that's
maybe I'm a
stress.
little more stressed out than normal. But they say that's not correlated, but I think it definitely is.
I think, yeah, I don't know the science behind
If
it.
you've ever looked at like a president that went in and like
Yeah.
look at a
They
picture of
age.
Obama in the beginning of his term and then
Yeah.
a picture
Aged
when he
20
came
years.
out. Oh my
It's
gosh,
insane.
20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure in those 8 years.
Yeah.
Look at Biden, and well, he still looks the
he's-
same.
he's
I
fucking
know.
great.